friends, Allison here. Welcome back to the Scrapbook Nerd channel. Today I'm sharing with you a new scrapbooking layout using Cocoa Vanilla, Sunkissed, and Cricut die cuts as well. So I'm beginning by trimming down this rainbow pattern paper from the collection to about 8 by 12 inches. Oh, actually 8 by 11.5, pardon me. I trimmed off the bottom so that it would fit inside the white mat on my base, and then I'm just using my ATG to glue that to the layout base. Once that is done, I'm going to assemble die cut flowers that I cut with my Cricut. They cut in a bunch of different layers, so they need to be adhered all together, and I used scrap papers from my stash to do that. The white portion, at least anyways. I had created this mixed media paper sometime in the past and then ended up not using it in a layout and decided to use it to die cut the flowers on this layout, and I really like the way that it looks. So note to self in the future, if you ever have cardstock that you prepare with mixed media and you end up not liking it for a particular project and then you put it aside, it will work in future projects like this one. I absolutely love the poppy yellow that it provides popping off of the background. So I cut 2 of these floral clusters with my Cricut. They're going to be layered somewhat over top of each other. One is fairly straight up and down, and then the other one is adhered on an angle. This one is also a little bit smaller as well. The pictures are going over top of that. I'm sharing a story about my kids putting their loveys into storage. They're not ready to get rid of them yet, but they are. They're taking it in steps. So I just wanted to share that story in 12 by 12 form. I do have a traveler's notebook spread with the same theme shared over on my channel, and this one will be shared over there too sometime later. But I wanted it in my regular scrapbook album too, so I created this layout twice essentially. I cut the little title circle with my Cricut as well. It says "You and Me." It is kind of hard to see right now on the screen, but that's what it says. I add a little bit of die cut hearts to it as well as some of the stickers from the Sunkissed collection as well. I also pulled out the ephemera from the Sunkissed collection and took some of those phrases and adhered them to the top left of the right photo. And I haven't glued them yet, but they are going to stay there. And I'm just playing around with some of the other ephemera, trying to figure out where I want to add them. I found these flowers in the ephemera pack and decided that I would add just a few more of them as well, because I wanted a bit more blue and yellow to the left-hand side of the layout. And then I added a little more blue and yellow above the right photo as well, on the right-hand side of the layout. So I'm just doing that right now. There's the blue flower and a yellow flower that's peeking out from behind the pattern paper panel. Those will get glued down in a minute here. I pulled out the puffy stickers and I'm gonna adhere, that's where the yellow flower comes in. I'm going to adhere some of the hearts that are on the puffy sticker sheet as well a little bit later on. So at this point I was ready to commit. So everything got glued down where they were. I pulled out the puffy stickers again and I'm working out which of the little hearts that I want to use in this layout. I do have some itty bitty die cut hearts that I had actually just left over sitting on my plate, so I used them on this layout, and then I sprinkle some of the puffy stickers throughout as well. So there's some going on the photo. I think a couple or one goes on the little title mat, and then one goes at the top in between the yellow flowers. With that, this layout is pretty well complete. I do add some journaling on the left-hand side of the page, spanning the height of the layout. I knew that I wanted to add a couple lines of journaling, but I didn't feel like there was really enough room over top of the rainbow panel. So to get around that, I decided to add it on an angle, or I guess on its side. I used my straight edge ruler and a pencil to mark out the lines first, and then I wrote my journaling over top of it, and you'll see that at the end of this video as well. Last but not least, I added a couple of the phrase stickers from the sticker sheet to a couple of places on the layout, and that's it for me. I hope this layout inspired you today. I hope you're inspired to maybe pull out your Sunkissed collection if you already have it, and if you don't, be sure to check the Scrapbook Nerd shop for it. I do believe it is still in store, so you can find it there. I'll leave the link down below so that you have an easy way to get there. I'll be back again soon with more creative inspiration. Bye friends!